And now, Jung-Hoo Lee. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Shea Langoliers in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Rocketed out towards right center. Nimmo flashes the leather on the run and catch.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Trevor Story stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that is out of play. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes. And now 2 gone. Willie Adames stands in. First offering, and it just misses. Adames in his 7th season, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Kershaw deals. Squirts away a little bit. That clips the zone, and the count is even 2-2. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
In the air out towards right center. Soto sizes this one up, and that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Logan Webb. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Turns and fires to Betts. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Flores. The tag, and he's out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Top of the second at the plate. Elliot Ramos. No score. Kershaw back to work. Delivers. And a foul ball. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Wilmer Flores. That one missing inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swing and a pop-up. Betts makes the grab, and there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Casey Schmidt stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There's a swing and a drive. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Now it's Matt Chapman. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And Chappie crushes one out. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-0. Blake Perkins, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Fly ball center field. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Juan Soto now. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one just misses. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Now there's one away. Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Up and in, 1-1. Lee. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. The wind of the pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. Slings it across, and that is the inning. Back here in L.A., on to the 3rd inning. Now it's the Giants catcher, Shea Langoliers. And first offering is fouled off.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
He swings and fouls one off. Shoots a line drive single into right center. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Soto makes the grab, 1 down. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Adames.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Ramos stands in here, takes ball one low. And that one hammered. Nimmo going back on it. See you later. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 6-0. And up next for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. Foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Good eye in that spot. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Check swing. No appeal. The other way. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Check swing, and he went 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 7-0. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Out to center. Nimmo settles under this one. He's got it. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Adames tosses to first. One up, one down. Here's the third baseman. Ramos pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Just misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
No, that's foul.
Whips it to first. Inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Blake Perkins. Swings through that one. Perkins, in his second season, 28 years old. And he's usually in center, but today starting in right. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. That's to third, and that chance handled. Throws to first, and a quick out number 1. Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
Touches down, that's a hit. Here's the speedy catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Grounded to third, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. And we're back. Now it's going to be Mookie Betts. Webb back to work. Chapman sends it to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First pitch misses. Ramos makes the catch, and that is that. We go to the top of the 5th, and digging in for San Francisco, Trevor Story. Ripped to short. Throw on to Freeman, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Willy Adames, the next Giant to hit. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner. And ball 1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And there's a foul ball. In the dirt. Adames over at second. Ramos at first. 1 gone. Line drive. Nimmo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs. Now a chance for Casey Schmidt. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Outside corner, there's a strike. First and second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-2. This to third, and that one handled. Zips it across. That's the third out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He circles the bases, and they're on the board. It's 7-1. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. The batter now will be Will Smith. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On its way to the corner. And that drops foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Langoliers collects, fires to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout. Two down, bases empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in L.A. And here is Matt Chapman. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. And up next for San Francisco, Blake Perkins. That one pushed foul.
All these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra bases.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez settles underneath it. Nabs it. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 8-1. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. That's long gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 10-1. Here's Story now. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
2 on, 1 out. Fought off foul. Kershaw fires.
Ball inside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Nimmo hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. And up next for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. 0 for 3 in this one.
Now pitching for the
Blake
Dodgers.
Treinen on to pitch here.
I
think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a.
They limit the damage here. Now the third baseman flied to left his first time. Story sends it over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Grounded out his first time up. Lee makes his way towards it. Unable to catch up, and it gets down. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Mookie Betts. Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Keeps the inning alive, and now Francisco Lindor to the plate.
Back-to-back base hits. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach.
They take the force out. Third out. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Swings through that. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. That's too low, and it's 1-0. On the ground as he checked his swing. Lindor, that's one, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit, couldn't check his swing, and induces a nice little ground out.
Foul ball there. Chapman at third. Lee at first. 2 out of the inning. This one in the air right field. Soto going after it. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now here is Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. And another thing that stands out specifically is that they haven't been able to lay off the first pitch. 9 first pitch outs in this game, so it's been costly for them. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Juan Soto. And that one actually would be grabbed by Story. And there's one away.
You know, being aggressive can be a little tricky. You want to have confidence up there, but sometimes hitters fall into the trap of being overconfident, thinking they can hit anything, and that can lead to a lot of mistakes.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Will Smith, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Chapman to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. We go to the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Trevor Story. Treinen back to work. Base hit, left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And now Willy Adames. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball. Story gets his lead at first with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Elliot Ramos. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. So man aboard. And now here is Wilmer Flores. Swinging a foul out of play. The Giants up big in this one. And we're in the top of the 8th. Laser could be trouble. Story around second. Coming home. He'll score. It's 11-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Check swing, and he held up. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Betts pulls that one down, and that is. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball. And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Number 8 in the box again. Takes a strike. Ramos. Long run into the gap. Drops into the glove. And there's one down. Brandon Nimmo
now
steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 2.
Nimmo.
Lee snags it. Here's Betts. Ramos makes the play, and that's the inning.
Well, he went the distance for that first MLB win, Boog. I think it's impressive how much trust the skipper already has in him. This could be the start of something great.
An 11-1 final for Chris Singleton and our entire crew.